Hello, this is Ayaku Sekiguchi from Wellness Kitchen. This time, I'll share 5 benefits of increasing all good bacteria and improving your gut environment, and how to increase all good bacteria. I'll also show you 4 dishes you can quickly make by eyeballing the ingredients. Please watch until the end. First, I'll introduce foods that increase all good bacteria. There are 2 approaches to increasing all good bacteria. The first is called probiotics. It's a method of directly consuming live good bacteria. Fermented foods such as yogurt, miso, natto, and kimchi, as well as cheese, pickles, and sake leaves are examples. The second method, called prebiotics, involves supplying food like soluble fiber for beneficial bacteria. These are foods that help nurture good bacteria. Seaweeds like wakame, mozuku, and kelp, as well as mushrooms and vegetables, especially burdock root. Asparagus, avocado, garlic, onions, bananas, and apples are good sources. Beans and barley are also rich in these nutrients. Foods with oligosaccharides include soybeans, onions, burdock root, green onions, garlic, and bananas. Using these can improve health. I'll quickly prepare 4 dishes by estimating amounts. First up, mushroom with sesame dressing. This recipe helps with digestion and boosts your immune system. First, you'll need your favorite mushrooms. It's best to blend several types. This time, I prepared enoki, shiitake, maitake, and shimeji mushrooms. Please prepare your favorite mushrooms. You can prepare as much as you want to make. Next, you'll need mensuyu, ground sesame seeds, and mushrooms. Cut them into bite-sized pieces. Remove the stem ends like this. After that, just cut them however you like. For the shimeji mushrooms, cut off the stem ends and separate them. For the maitake mushrooms, tear them into bite-sized pieces by hand. For the shiitake mushrooms, just remove the tough parts. You can use the stem part like this as well. There's no specific way to cut them, so slice them however you like. That's all for the preparation. Now, heat a frying pan over medium heat. Add the mushrooms directly to the pan without any oil. Since mushrooms contain a lot of moisture, we'll cook them using their own water. Of course, you can sauté them in oil if you prefer, but this time we'll be using a lot of ground sesame seeds, which will add plenty of oil, so we'll skip the oil at this stage. The mushrooms have softened quite a bit. They're cooking through nicely with just the moisture from the mushrooms themselves. Alright, now let's season them at this point. This time, I'd like to use mensuyu. There are different concentrations of mensuyu, so please use the one you have and season to your preferred strength. Add ground sesame seeds as well. You can use as much as you like. This time, we're not using any oil, so feel free to add plenty of sesame seeds. Sesame seeds themselves are rich in dietary fiber, so they're a great ingredient for gut health. You'll start to smell the wonderful aroma of sesame. Even though it's called sesame dressing, it's really easy. Just use 1 frying pan, heat it up, and mix everything together. Alright, once everything is mixed together, it's done. All finished. Next, we have tofu and kimchi with Bonito Flakes. It's made with soy protein and sticky vegetables. It's also perfectly balanced in terms of nutrition. The ingredients are tofu, kimchi, okra, Bonito Flakes, and soy sauce. Right now, I want to drain the water from the tofu. Since I want to drain the water from the tofu, I wash the okra thoroughly. Wrap it in plastic wrap. We're going to heat it in the microwave. Since it's something you can eat raw, a short heating time is fine. It's just 1 pack, and I heated it for about 1 minute at 600 watts. Cut off the tip a little, and then just cut the rest as you like. Just by heating it a little, the stickiness changes a lot. This happens because okra's polysaccharides dissolve when heated. It's also fine to eat it raw. However, when you heat it, the water-soluble dietary fiber in okra becomes easier to absorb. But that's okay. However, from the perspective of draining water, Momen tofu is easier to drain. In terms of protein content, Momen tofu has more. It's fine to choose based on your preference. Yes, just like this. Wrap it well in kitchen paper. Since it absorbs water, change the kitchen paper about twice. I've drained the water. Yes, now that there's almost no excess moisture left, just crush it with your hands like this. Let's go. This is the okra from earlier. As for the seasoning, I'd like to adjust it a bit with some kimchi. If you're not good with spicy food, try adding less or adjusting the amount as you like. It's kind of like one of the seasonings. Next is katsuobushi. Katsuobushi also adds umami, so add as much as you like. Please. Okay, now all you have to do is mix everything together. Now, all that's left is to mix everything together. If you sprinkle Bonito Flakes on top at the end, it'll taste delicious. And I think it'll be nice if you drizzle a little soy sauce on top before eating. You can adjust the flavor around here to your liking. Please do. Next, we'll make a miso stew using burdock root and walnuts. This is a recipe full of antioxidants for a harmonious, rust-free body. The ingredients are burdock root, walnuts, miso, and mirin. Since we don't peel the burdock root, make sure to wash it thoroughly before using. Cut it into long, thin slices like this. You can cut it however you like, that's totally fine. As you can see, the burdock root is already starting to turn a little reddish-black as soon as you cut it. But if you soak this discoloration in water, you'll lose the polyphenols, chlorogenic acid, tannins, and other antioxidants in the burdock. So please use it just as it is. Yes. And now, the walnuts. The amount of walnuts should be in proportion to the burdock root, but you can adjust it to your liking. Yes, that's fine. Chop them roughly. It's fine to leave them in larger pieces. Walnuts also have plenty of polyphenols in their skins. Both of them do. These ingredients are very rich in antioxidants. Put the burdock root in the frying pan. Burdock root is pretty tough, so it takes some time to cook. Add a little water and simmer it beforehand to soften it a bit. If you add too much water all at once, you'll end up having to throw away the broth later, and that means you'll be wasting the valuable water-soluble fiber from the burdock. So please add the water little by little while keeping an eye on it, okay? Then cover it with a lid and let it steam and simmer for a while. Just like this, I'm simmering it with a small amount of water. Okay, while the burdock root is simmering, let's talk about what the gut environment brings. I'm happy to talk about the effects on health. All right, let me introduce 5 effects. First, relieving constipation and improving digestive function. As we age, our intestinal function declines and more people start to struggle with constipation. However, by improving your gut environment, you can boost your ability to eliminate toxins, produce and expel nutrients, and also enhance your nutrient absorption. The second benefit is improved immunity. Many immune cells are located in the intestines. Improving your gut environment enhances your immune system. It's very important for building a body that is less susceptible to infections and illnesses. The third is the prevention of osteoporosis. For women, especially after menopause, due to changes in hormone balance, bone density tends to decrease, increasing the risk of osteoporosis. That's something I'm really concerned about too. However, by improving your gut environment, you can help absorb minerals like calcium. It also helps maintain bone density, so it's important to improve your gut environment. Number 4, mental and cognitive functions. The gut and brain are closely connected, which is called the gut-brain axis. It has been found that maintaining a healthy gut environment may also have a positive effect on brain function. Finally, number 5, extending healthy life expectancy. Improving your gut environment can reduce the risk of lifestyle-related diseases, such as diabetes and high blood pressure, help stabilize blood sugar and blood pressure, and lead to a healthier life. It will help you live a healthy life every day. Now, let's take a look at the frying pan. The cooking liquid has reduced quite a bit, hasn't it? Try eating a piece of burdock root, and if it's at your preferred level of tenderness, it's ready. If you want it to be a little softer, just add some more water and steam it the same way. Now, let's add the walnuts here. The walnuts too. We'll toast them right in the frying pan. And for seasoning, we'll use miso and mirin. The amount of miso will change depending on how much you're making, but just adjust it to your liking. Try adding the miso. For the mirin, use the same amount as the miso or up to 1.5 times more for the right balance. I think that's good. If you feel like there's not enough liquid, just add a little water. Adjust the overall texture as needed. Once everything is well mixed, it's done. Finally, the last dish is simmered wakame seaweed and Kiriboshi Daikon. This is a nutritious recipe that supplements vitamins and minerals to support your health. The ingredients are fresh wakame, Kiriboshi Daikon, dried daikon strips, and dashi powder. Instant dashi is also an option. You'll need water, soy sauce, and olive oil. Quickly rinse Kiriboshi daikon, squeeze out excess water, and use it. If you soak the Kiriboshi daikon in water for too long, its vitamins will leach out, so just a quick rinse is enough. Next, cut the fresh wakame into bite-sized pieces. This time, I'm using wakame, but you can also use cut kelp. Any other type of seaweed is fine too, okay? Put the pot on medium heat, add the sliced dried daikon, and since it's still hard like this, simmer it until it reaches your preferred softness. It's fine to use just enough water to cover the sliced dried daikon. This here is dashi powder. It's just the ingredients ground into a fine powder, so you can add it directly to the water and dissolve it. Yes, just about right. You can also use a dashi pack to make the broth, or use the contents of a dashi pack if you prefer. I think I'll try to finish it so that it still has a bit of crunch left. The dried daikon has absorbed the water and the broth has reduced quite a bit, so let's add a little more water. I'll add some. This time, it's just soy sauce and dashi for seasoning. But since dried daikon has its own sweetness, you don't need to add anything extra. It's really delicious just like this. It's truly the natural sweetness. Try tasting the dried daikon. It's reached just the right firmness with a nice bit of crunch left. Now, let's season it. There should still be a little bit of broth left at this point. We're gonna add wakame next, so I think this is just right. Okay, now add a little soy sauce to season the broth. I'm thinking of finishing it with a light flavor. Okay, now add the cut wakame. That's it. If you cook wakame for too long, it gets too soft. So simmer the dried daikon first, then add the wakame. Once the wakame is cooked just right, take it off the heat. That's all there is to it. You don't need to heat the wakame for a long time. When the broth has soaked in and everything is nice and plump, I want to take it off the heat. Drizzle on as much olive oil as you like. Olive oil contains oleic acid, which helps stimulate intestinal movement. Okay, this time I quickly made 4 dishes by eye, but I'd like to tell you a bit about how they taste. Please excuse me for standing while I do so. First, mushrooms with sesame dressing. Here it is. This time, I'm really just seasoning it with mensuyu and ground sesame seeds, but the sesame, has its own oils and richness. It's really delicious, and you can truly taste the original umami of the mushrooms. Okay. Next up is tofu and kimchi with bonito flakes. Yes, for this one too, the kimchi is kind of acting as the seasoning this time, but the bonito flakes and soy sauce add a subtle flavor, so it's really easy to eat. Surprisingly hearty, this burdock root and walnut dish is simmered in miso and could serve as a main course. Yes, the burdock root has just the right amount of crunch. It's not too hard, and the walnuts add a nice accent. The seasoning is simple, just miso and mirin, but it turns out really delicious. Simmered wakame seaweed and dried daikon radish. This one also has just the right sweetness and texture from the dried daikon. And when you think of wakame, you probably imagine it in miso soup or on its own, but I think this makes a really nice side dish too. This time, I quickly made 4 different dishes, and they all turned out really well. Yes, since we're using good ingredients, these dishes are also great for meal prep, so please try whichever ones interest you. I'll share 5 key benefits of maintaining good gut health. And I've also introduced some simple side dishes and ingredients that help increase good bacteria. The gut is truly the key to health, And it's no exaggeration to say that your overall well-being depends on your gut health. Your gut environment is so important that it even affects your mental health. Please try making these delicious and healthy side dishes for your gut health. Thank you so much for watching until the end.